The highest profile case to come from the January 6th Capitol attack is now underway in federal court. Members of the Oath Keepers group, including their founder, are standing trial, facing numerous felony charges, including seditious conspiracy. The trial is expected to take a month or more, and the group's founder, Stuart Rhodes, is expected to take the stand.
The House Select Committee investigating the Capitol attack will hold its next hearing on October 13th. It was supposed to happen last week, but was postponed due to Hurricane Ian. This is supposed to be the last public hearing before the committee releases its final report. Lawmakers have not officially set a new date for that, but they know that time is of the essence due to midterm elections coming up in November.
The death toll from Hurricane Ian continues to rise, with more than 100 people killed in Florida and the Carolinas. The search for survivors continues days after the hurricane first made landfall. All comes as President Biden plans to visit Florida tomorrow to survey the damage.
The CDC will no longer maintain a country-by-country list of travel advisories related to COVID. The health agency will only post a notice for a country if health officials are concerned about a particular variant or if there is another situation that would change the CDC's travel recommendation.
A date has been set for WNBA star Brittany Griner's appeal hearing. It will be October 25th in Moscow. Griner was sentenced to 9 years in jail in early August for deliberately smuggling drugs into Russia. She was arrested with less than a gram of cannabis oil in her luggage at an airport in Russia back in February.
The U.S. Supreme Court hearing two cases involving the future of Internet speech. In one case, the justices will consider the scope of a federal law that social media companies say protects them from lawsuits. In the other case, the Supreme Court will consider whether social media companies can be sued for aiding and abetting an act of terrorism when the company's host user content supports a group responsible for violence.
The Supreme Court also declined to grant an appeal on a gun-related issue. The justices decided to leave in place a ban on bump stocks, the devices that allow semi-automatic weapons to be fired continuously with the pull of a trigger.
New warnings from the United Nations about rising interest rates. It now says the Federal Reserve and other central banks risk pushing the global economy into a recession if they keep raising rates. Last month, the Fed raised rates by 0.75%, the fifth hike in a row.
Today celebrates the holiest day of the year in Judaism. Yom Kippur is also known as the Day of Atonement. It begins at sundown. According to Jewish tradition, the day is a chance to wipe the slate clean of any wrongs committed over the past year. Jews who observe Yom Kippur will fast, repent, and worship from sundown tonight until the end of nightfall tomorrow. And that's today's 9 at 9.